Hey guys, this is Jesse with JTS Woodworking, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to joint and plane a piece of stock to get it perfectly square. So let's get to it. All right, so setting your joiner. Now on this one, there's a crank here. And let's see, this pulls out and it'll lock into place. So right now it's set to 0. We want to take off very, very little material, okay? It says it goes up to 1/2 inch. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting even close to that. So I'm gonna start turning it down. I'm gonna go to the first line here. Okay, first line, that is 1/32 of an inch. I can make multiple passes and I'm not worried about any chip out really. And that's all I need, 1/32. I wouldn't go anywhere over 1/16. All right, so we have our piece of maple on here. Now you see that gap there? Turn it over this way, it's a little less. Just for the sake of the video, I'm gonna do this side. We're gonna get this bottom face flat first, okay? We need one flat face to reference. See how it touches the table over here? It doesn't over here. All right, when we run it through, we're gonna run it until that bottom face is perfectly flat. And you can hear it, okay? You're gonna hear it cut. You probably won't hear it until it gets towards here, because that's where it's touching. But you run it through several times, and then once you hear it cut all the way through, you know that side is flat, and then you can turn it this way, reference off the fence, and get your other side perpendicular. Now, can you see the difference? We have one flat side. Now I'm gonna take that side, butt it up to the fence, run it through again, and we'll get a perpendicular flat side, and we'll check it with our square. Make sure it's 90. All right, so here's the other thing you guys need to know. So when we planed this side, we first planed this bottom side, right? We ran it through. We didn't need to worry about putting it up to the fence, okay? We didn't need to worry about that. We're just trying to make one flat side, okay? We got that one flat side. And then, now that we have that flat side, we turn it, right? And so we use that flat side against the fence. That way, when the bottom gets cut, as long as this flat side is pressed up against this fence, there's a little gap there, I might have to fix it. But as long as that flat side is pressed up against the fence and pressed down, then you run it through, then you get this not only flat on the bottom here, but you get it 90 degrees as long as your fence is set at 90 degrees, and you have to set your fence at 90 degrees. Then you'll get a perpendicular corner here, okay? I'm gonna clean this up a little bit, but you get the idea. So you first make a flat side. You don't need to reference it against the fence. In fact, if you did, you could tend to push up on it like that. You don't wanna do that. You wanna keep it pressed down against the bottom. Then once you get your flat side, you turn it, and then you not only press down, but you press in to the fence. You want to make sure that you're pressing into the fence so that it's not like, you know, not like this or like this. You want it flat against the fence and then run it through. So you're not only pressing down, you're pressing inward, So you kind of got to press against that corner down and in, which you kind of saw me do. All right, guys, so we jointed this surface and then we flipped it up, jointed this surface. So let's see, let's check this with the square here. Pretty good. Check the other side. Looks good. So now this side and this side are flat, and they're not only flat, but they're 90 degrees. So a couple options. You could either use a planer and run this side on the bottom of the planer, plane this side. Or what you could do is you could run it through a table saw like this, like this, where you're referencing this side that you jointed. Sorry, out of focus. And then cut it on this side. I'm going to run it through a planer. So put this on the bottom planer, plane the top, so that we'll have 3 sides surfaced, and then I'll cut this side on the table saw. All right, guys, so you saw me use the jointer to get one flat side, and then using the fence at 90 degrees, I used that to get another flat side at 90 degrees to the first side. And then I used the planer to do the top, and then the table saw. Now, here's our piece. I cut it down smaller, but you know, it's still the same idea here. So we got 90 degrees, 90 degrees, you know, all the way around. Boom. Now, this is very useful when you're trying to get things exactly right, when you're trying to join pieces in furniture, or even like what I've been doing is cutting boards, because if you have a cut that's not quite 90 degrees, you know, your glue up's going to be kind of wonky. It's not going to be flat when you glue it up. So I know not everybody has a joiner or a planer or even a table saw, but for those that do, this is how you do it. And I guess the real purpose of this video was actually to show you how to use the joiner. I think the jointer is something that people think they understand, but when I first got my joiner, I thought I understood it. You know, pretty simple, right? Just run your piece through, you get a flat side. Well, there's a science behind it. So I attempted to show you kind of what that looks like. Anyways, I got a square piece of stock here now. And it was, you know, it really didn't take much time. You know, if I were to do this on a project, that whole process might take me 5 minutes. So again, not everybody has a joiner or a planer. If you do, this is how you do it. If not, maybe I can make another video on how to do the same process, just using maybe just the table saw. So anyways, hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please leave it a like, please comment, please subscribe, and please share it. And we will see you in that next video. Thank you.